How did the solar system form? What was the universe like when it was very young? What are planets around other stars like? Over the last 25 years, Hubble has provided answers for these and many other questions. However, even the best of telescopes needs a colleague. And that's where the James Webb Space Telescope comes in. Hubble has been undeniably brilliant, but there are some parts of the universe that it just cannot see. Enter Hubble's future colleague, the James Webb Space Telescope. This magnificent telescope is a joint venture between NASA, the European Space Agency, and the Canadian Space Agency. James Webb's infrared view of the universe will peer through obscuring dust to reveal the delicate structures of the star-forming regions beneath, probe light from the first galaxies and stars, born when the universe was still in its youth, and much, much more.
By astronauts for a service once in a while, swapping out instruments and faulty components. This will not be possible for James Webb. Once it's launched, it will have to fend for itself. Hubble's 2.4-meter primary mirror is already quite large. It is simply dwarfed by James Webb's 6.5-meter mirror.
Because it has to operate at incredibly cold temperatures, James Webb can't be built in the same way as Hubble. In particular, it has to carry its own huge sunshield to keep the telescope cool. The telescope and the sunshield are so big that James Webb will have to unpack itself once launched. It is a great feat of engineering, as everything for the telescope has to be built at room temperature, but still needs to be aligned and working properly when it's cooled down, which changes the size of the components inside. Keeping James Webb cold is the reason behind another big difference between it and Hubble. Whilst Hubble orbits the Earth at around 500 kilometers, James Webb has a very different path, not in orbit of the Earth, that will keep it 1.5 million kilometers from Earth.